Hi, and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. We're going to round up the St Patrick's Day series with an Irish cream or a Bailey's cheesecake. It's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm using up the last of this Bailey's that I made on my channel earlier, and I'll leave a link down below if you want to get across and make your own Bailey's. Now let's get on and make this fantastic cheesecake. Now, I don't think you can beat Digestive Biscuits for the base of a cheesecake. They're delicious. They're similar to a graham cracker. And because I made my own Digestive Biscuits on the channel the other day, I'm going to use 250 grams of my own Digestive Biscuits. What you need to do is break them up into a bowl. Either using your hands, you can just crush them up. You can also put them into a Ziploc bag and bash them with a rolling pin, or you can just use the end of a rolling pin like this in a bowl and just break them up finely until you've got a breadcrumb-like consistency. Now I've broken those biscuits up into fine crumbs like that, and you don't have to be too precious. If there's a few lumps in there, it doesn't matter. We're going to bind these together with some melted butter. I've got about 125 grams, that's about 4.5 ounces of melted butter, and we're just going to pour that in with the biscuit crumbs. And then using a spoon, just stir that together, and you're going to end up with this buttery coated biscuit crumb. And here I have an 8-inch springform baking tin. And we're just going to pour those biscuit crumbs into the bottom of the tin. And I've got those biscuit crumbs in the bottom. And now you could use your spoon to push them down and get them nice and level. But realistically, it's better just to get the back of your hand in. And that way you'll get a nice level biscuit crumb. And then we can set that aside to chill in the fridge while we prepare the top of our cheesecake. Now the first thing I'm going to do is whip up 300 mils, and that's about 11 ounces of thick whipping cream. I'm going to use a hand mixer for this. We're just going to whip it up until it's nice and stiff. And I've whipped that until it's lovely and thick, and it's also going to introduce a little bit of air into our cheesecake so it's not so heavy. I'm going to use Philadelphia for my cream cheese, and I've got 2 blocks here, 250 grams, so that's about a pound of Philadelphia. Now again, I'm going to use my hand mixer just to cream this up together. Ideally it should be at room temperature. It'll make it a lot easier. And once we've got that started, we're just going to take 125 grams, that's 4.5 ounces of fine powdered sugar, and just pop it in with the cheese. And then on a slow speed, we just want to combine those two together. And you can see there that I've got the cheese and the sugar beautifully creamed together. And now we can take that whipped cream and put it in with the cheese mixture. And then we're just going to beat together the cream cheese and the fresh cream until we get a lovely smooth texture. Now, because we're adding our Bailey's into our cream cake mixture, I'm going to need a couple of teaspoons of powdered gelatin, just plain gelatin. And I'm putting that into some warm water. And I just want to give that a mix through. Then I'm going to take half a cup of my Bailey's, or my Irish cream. And we're just going to pour that in there with the gelatin and water mixture. And we can now pour that over our cheesecake mix. And then using the spoon, I'm going to cream that together until I get a nice smooth texture. And now I've got this beautifully enriched Bailey's cheesecake mixture. Now one last thing, I've got 1/4 cup of grated chocolate, just a dark chocolate. I've used a lint here. I'm just going to pop that in there and just stir that through. And that is the texture we're looking for, and that is now ready to pour over our biscuit base. So I've got my biscuit base out of the fridge, and that is nice and firm now, and we're just going to gently pour the mixture over the top. And I'll gently just shake the tin to level it out, and we're going to leave this for a few hours in the fridge to set until it's nice and firm. Then I'm going to decorate the top, one last little decoration, and it's ready to serve. My Bailey's cheesecake has been in the fridge now a couple of hours, and because the gelatine's in there, you can see, even if I tip it on its side, it's beautiful and set. Now I'm just going to take a sharp knife and just run it around the edge of the cheesecake. Even though it's in a springform tin, it's a good idea just to release the edge of the cheesecake before you undo the tin. Now I'm just going to click the side of that. I'm just going to hear it pop away from the edge. And gently I'm just going to lift the tin off. And there is that beautiful Bailey's or Irish cream cheesecake. I'm just going to get it off the tray here now. Now I've put the cheesecake onto my favourite little cake paddle here, and I've melted a little chocolate, which I'm just going to drizzle across the top of the cheesecake. And I've just piped a little chocolate shamrock there, which I'm going to place in the center. Obviously, these are optional. There is my Irish cream or Bailey's cheesecake, and I am going to have a slice of this to try now. And there's my slice of Bailey's Irish cream cheesecake. So whether you celebrate St. Patrick's Day or not, I hope on the 17th of March you'll give this cheesecake a try. It's absolutely delicious, or at least I think it is. I'm going to give it a try now. Cheers. That is absolutely delicious. You can taste the Bailey's in it. It's got a wonderful flavour. Please give the thumbs up, share the love, and I'll see you in the next video. Now I've taken the cheesecake out of the... just like instantly. Now I've just taken 4 hours taking the cheesecake out of the springform tin. And as always, please subscribe to the channel. It's been great having you here. I'll leave a couple of links to some other videos. Please comments down below as always, and I'll see you next time. Be good.